Welcome to Easy Company Gaming, and today we're going to be looking at the SDCC San Diego Comic-Con Hot Toys, and they had a ton of new releases. So let's just get started. Over here you can see Anakin Skywalker. I'm going to do from my bestest picks to my lastest picks, like worst picks basically. Not worst, but still good. As you can see, the Anakin, oh my god, we're going to go fast on these things, otherwise it'll be a super long video. Anakin is holding his blue Anakin saber and a Dooku saber, so that means we're going to get a Dooku. As you can see, another thing, his head sculpt is super amazing. I love the head sculpt. This is going to be a must pick up for me. I'm going to pick up this up 100% buy off the bat. Like, his Jedi Knight robes, and it's just awesome. They perfected, I love that they perfected this Anakin. Thank you for that one. So off next we have the General Moff Tarkin. So this is another guy that everybody's been wanting. Like, he's just one of those figures that you just have to get. Although his cloth and his soft goods, they do look a little weird to me. I don't know what it is about it, but they look a little weird, but I'm going to go with it and say, okay, sure. But the head sculpt, on point. The head sculpt with Hot Toys has been just nailing on the head when it comes to old dudes. I don't know what it is about old dudes. It's just old dudes. And him next to Vader. This is where I kind of saw was off, but I guess when he was solo by himself. But I'll talk about Vader later. Get it? Vader later. Over here you can see the new Luke Skywalker Endor variant. Return of the Jedi Endor variant. Basically, another head sculpt helmet, basically. He gets a little throw-on thing on him and some bushes. And that's probably going to be jacked up about $40 from the original Return of the Jedi Luke, which, when he's battling Vader and whatnot. But I don't know why they did that, made a variant like that. They could have made a deluxe version and, you know, called it a day, but whatever. And here's the Princess Leia. Looks like they're still reusing a head sculpt from the original Princess Leia, so awesome job on that. I didn't get a Princess Leia. I got my Hoth uniform Princess Leia pre-ordered. I might skip on this one because the Endor guys, they just look like they have stuff thrown on them, and that's it. I mean, for those collectors out there who wants everything, it's good for you. Baby, good for you. I gotta go. And you can go ahead and pick it up, but I'm not going to pick it up. I don't think I'm going to pick it up. And one of my favorite things is these Royal Guards, because I hope they're power poses. That way we can have a couple of them at affordable prices, because, I mean, we really don't see these guys in action, and in your collection, you're not going to be posing them all wackety-dackety. So I wouldn't do that. So I hope it's power poses, although it does not seem like it is. I cannot wait to see what the interior of this guy looks like. Not the heart and chest, but you know what I mean. Another thing I'm kind of disappointed about is the Boba Fett animated version. It's just a repaint. I mean, you have some variant things going on, like his little bow rifle or staff, whatever he got, and his coloration, but that's about it. I mean, his belt, that's about it. That changed, so I'm kind of I'm probably going to pass on this, even if I'm a big Boba Fett fan. And the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper, awesome. Awesome. The weathering on this thing is amazing. It looks like he's been through mossy crap and all that Endor jungle. Definitely going to pick this up. He comes with a little background, as you can see right there. It's just the Return of the Jedi version. It's one of those authentic Stormtroopers you got to have in your collection, and they're finally making it, so there it is. Next we have the hover tank pilot from Rogue One. This guy, I want to pick him up. It's probably going to happen because I'm a Hot Toys bitch, and I do whatever Hot Toys says, and I'm a bitch on top of everything. So, of course, he looks amazing. The only thing about it I don't like is his mouth. I mean, that's a flaw in the design itself. It's kind of a Wilf McQuarrie kind of a design. Had that floating around there, that kind of a thought. And it kind of makes him cartoony. And I don't like the cartoony look because Star Wars is so gritty now. Well, Rogue One was. So that's still probably going to be a buy because of my Shore Trooper. And of course, he had the Han Solo, which everybody's seen by now. The Han Solo Stormtrooper disguise, which is amazing. LED lit backdrop. He's $243, I think. And he's still up for pre-order, so if you haven't gotten him, get him. That's a must. Detailed Stormtrooper helmet on the inside and out. Awesome head sculpt, hands down, buy. Next up we have the Princess Leia Hoth version that I was mentioning. and that Hoth version it's flawless. You get the nice base, you get everything. Excuse me. The nice base there, and just everything works right there. I just love that design. I just love that outfit. That's my go-to Princess Leia. Over here you can see the Jyn Erso Rogue One Imperial Pilot disguise. I think that's the whole title. And I got this one because I just loved it. It was an exclusive, and I picked this one over this wait for it. But this head sculpt was a bit different from the original prototype for the Jyn Erso original. And this is the original one I missed out on because I thought the Imperial one is more of an exclusive kind of a thing, hard to get. And maybe I'm going to get this when it starts to dimmy down on price and hopefully goes down, gets on sale, and whatnot. Also, very nice figure. This is the Force Awakens Luke, and I'm wondering if it's also the Last Jedi Luke. It's tricky. I passed this figure on my channel. I do a buy or pass series, and I passed on this figure. Hopefully, this does not become into the Force Awakens, the Last Jedi, because on the Black Series figures he's coming out with, there's no lightsaber. And I was waiting for a lightsaber to come out with this guy. So if he does not have a lightsaber, it's like something just grabbed my nuts and curled. If this guy sells out, I'm screwed. As you can see, C-3PO, Force Awakens version. Hot Toys, I don't think they've yet to do a C-3PO, so this might be one of you droid people. I'm not a droid guy, might skip on it. But if you droid people, collectors out there, you 100%ers, this is a must-buy. Hot Toys making them droids. As you can see, R2-D2, he's going to be a full die-cast metal dome. I'm sure C-3PO lights up on his eyeballs. And he lights up, he makes sounds. He is a full metal dome, die-casted. $219.99 for R2 right there. So, I mean, he's weathered up great. I don't think it's worth $219. I'm not a droid collector, so pass for me. And as you can see here, another droid, K2SO. Awesome figure. I like him. It's just that K2SO is one of those figures that I just have as a Black Series figure, and that's about it. Sorry, K2. And over here you can see a Death Star Gunner. Is it Gunner? He's a Gunner, right? Death Star Gunner, and not really one of my favorite dudes to go to. It's probably one of my most least favorite things because it's just a dude in a black clothing and a really nice head sculpt. I mean, it's a really nice head sculpt. And lastly, something very questionable, something I've always been like hoping for, a re-release of their Darth Vader. I don't know, it's in display over there with all the things that hasn't came out yet, and this thing has came out, so I'm kind of like, what's going to happen? I hope he re-releases, they re-release a Rogue One. I really wish I got that Rogue One Vader, but what can you do? So, if you like what you saw here at Easy Company Gaming, and if you like Hot Toys, I do a lot of Hot Toys because I just love the details on them. And I do a lot of Black Series, Star Wars Black Series, and model kit reviews, custom paint jobs, all that kind of stuff. And if you like what you've seen here, make sure you subscribe. Try to keep this video short for you guys so you don't get bored out of your mind. Just snap it out of there what my suggestions and things and thoughts and processing and erectile dysfunction is all about. So, that said, I will leave you here. As for me, I like my t-shirt!